Are you pouring time and money into SEO only to watch your organic traffic slowly vanish into thin air? The truth is, it's not your strategy. It's the system. Google's changing, AI is rewriting the rules, and even the best optimized content is getting buried. But here's the good news. You can build a visibility engine that doesn't rely on algorithms, that attracts clients, builds authority, and future-proofs your business without chasing trends or burning out. You just have to be willing to shift one piece of the puzzle. Today, I'm going to show you the biggest mistake I see businesses making in 2025 when it comes to visibility, and why SEO alone won't cut it anymore. I'll walk you through a new model for building demand using content that compounds, not decays. One move applied in the right way can transform how leads find you, trust you, and buy from you. No rankings required. So, who is this really for? Well, first, you need to sell something that requires trust. Maybe you're a consultant, a B2B service provider, a SaaS founder. Basically, if people need to understand what you do before they buy, this is for you. And second, well, no, that's it. You just need to sell something that requires trust. And right now, trust is bleeding out of traditional SEO. But wait, who am I to tell you SEO isn't enough anymore and that YouTube might actually be the better bet? I'm Matteo, and for the last 10 years, I've lived and breathed SEO. I've helped hundreds of companies grow using organic search, and I've watched the algorithm shift underneath our feet more times than I can count. But in the last couple of years, things started breaking. Traffic started declining across the board. Not because SEO stopped working, but because Google started squeezing the organic results out of visibility. So I did what I always recommend to clients: adapt. I shifted my focus toward video, specifically YouTube, and I've been helping businesses turn what they used to rely on SEO for into high trust, face-to-face, human-centered visibility on a platform that's still growing. I'm not guessing here. I've lived through this pivot. And the reason I'm making this video is to help you make it too before it's too late. Let's call it what it is. Search is starting to feel like a rigged game. AI overviews are answering your prospects' questions before they ever reach your website. Zero-click results are everywhere. And even when you're sitting pretty in position 1, you're still not getting the clicks you used to. Meanwhile, ads are getting more expensive, but not more effective. If your business isn't dropping $10,000 plus a month on paid traffic, you're basically paddling upstream with a fork. I've seen it firsthand. Businesses I've worked with for years who've ranked for everything, built strong link profiles, followed the rules, are now hitting plateaus. Or worse, watching their traffic quietly shrink month after month. You're not doing anything wrong. Again, you're just playing in a system that's quietly pulling the rug out from under you. Now, to be clear, I'm not here to trash SEO. I still believe in it. It still works. For some of my clients, it's still their best performing channel. But if SEO is your only acquisition strategy in 2025, you're exposed. This isn't just a visibility problem anymore. It's a predictability problem. You can't build a stable pipeline on rankings that shift overnight or traffic that disappears every time Google decides to test a new layout. That's why I've been leaning into something that gives you more control: audience-owned content. Content people seek out, subscribe to, and come back to. Not because an algorithm handed it to them, but because it's actually helpful. So, what can you control? Well, you can start building an asset, a channel that lives on a platform where people actually spend time. That platform is YouTube. Now, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, Matteo, but my industry is boring. Totally fair. But here's the thing. It's not your industry that has to be exciting. It's your insight. Even the driest B2B buyer still uses YouTube. Maybe not to find vendors, but to research, to learn, and to vet. So when you show up there consistently, you stop fighting to get noticed, and you start earning trust before anyone books a call. That's the leverage most businesses never touch. And the ones that do, they don't worry as much when Google flips the table again. If you've invested years into SEO, good news. You're already ahead. This isn't about starting from zero. In fact, most of what you've already built, your content, your expertise, your understanding of what your audience cares about, is exactly what positions you to succeed on YouTube. But instead of publishing for an algorithm that keeps moving the goalpost, you're going to shift your energy toward content that builds direct audience connection and compounds over time. Here's how to do it. Step 1, mine your top SEO topics. Start with what's already proven. Look at your highest performing blog posts, lead magnets, landing pages, anywhere you are already driving organic interest. These topics already work. The intent is proven. People search for them. Now, take those same core questions or pain points and turn them into useful and easy to consume videos. Step 2, pick formats you can actually stick with. You don't need drone shots, jump cuts, or a full production crew. One of my favorite formats right now is what I call the fake podcast, similar to this one. You hit record, you talk to the camera, you teach something real, tell a story, or clarify a problem in your natural voice. It's low friction, high trust, and it's how most of my clients go from zero to consistent posting without burning out. Step 3, design content for the buyer, not the algorithm. Forget keywords for a second. Ask yourself, what does my buyer actually need to understand before they'd feel confident working with me? What questions are they secretly Googling at 11 p.m.? What objections keep them from booking that call? Answer those, and you won't need fancy hooks to keep attention. Step 4, make it findable and clickable. Here's where your SEO background shines again. Use what you know about search demand, but translate it into titles that spark curiosity and clarity. Think, what is the real question state Google? And how would I answer it in a way they can't ignore? So if you're feeling the squeeze from AI answers and algorithm updates, it's not just you, but it is your responsibility to adapt. The important thing is that you don't need to become a YouTuber. You just need to build an asset that works, even when Google doesn't. And this asset, your YouTube channel, will build trust, attract the right buyers, and won't vanish with the next update. You've already done the hard part. You've built something worth finding. Now it's about showing up where people actually pay attention. This is exactly what I'm helping my clients build. And if you want to talk through how it could look for your business, I'm just a message away.